Okay, let's go back and start again. ABCs. I need to know your ABCs. So it's admiralty before commerce. Now, you're in contempt of court, you dishonored yourself. So, now, B before C. Bankruptcy. You're bankrupt morally, ethically, in every sense of the word. You went into court, doesn't matter, no arguments. Now, scales of justice. Justice is blind. It's the letter of the law, not the color of law. So you have a scale. Now, bankruptcy. All accounts have zero balance. So you have a zero balance. Now you have scales. Unless you line on your scales, now your scales come down. And you weigh your evidence. Both sides of the equation. Double entry bookkeeping. Now you need to start thinking about how you zero balance all accounts. All accounts. Now we're dealing with artificial persons. So we have an artificial person, natural person, make up an artificial person in commerce. You're underneath the zero. In commerce, below the water line, the zero balance. So you have a graph. Zero time, debt. Right? Time and debt line. This is what a bankruptcy profit margin line looks like. Always looks like that. Always going in bankruptcy, in the mirror. You're in the mirror. You need to understand how you think about all bankrupt. When you have no money, you'll be poor. You give alms to the poor. So all alms. Good for zero balance. Alms, all alms. Yeah. Whatever you want. It's all good. Yeah. All alms. Good for zero balance on all accounts. This is the debt balance. You're on the bottom here. You're looking up. When they talk about the debt ceiling in Washington politics, this is what they're talking about. And this is why. Okay. Separation of church and state. Independence of the courts. So you have the courts, legislature, parliament, the courts in it, right? So legislature, courts, right? You write laws in the legislature, legislation, inside the province, federal. Read. They read in Parliament. They don't write, they write bills to read in Parliament. It's an honor and privilege to read in Parliament. Outside of Parliament, no, you can't speak to a member of Parliament. No, they can read. They have to read. They can't speak. They can't speak for themselves. No, they must read. It's the law. And the legislature speak, right? Speak in court. Legislature. Separate. Speak, right, read. Speak, right, read. Gotta know. subject matter jurisdiction. Where you talk about, no, they can't read. You can't talk to the Prime Minister. When you see him on television, no, you can't speak to the Prime Minister. You have to write, has to read. He can't speak for himself. No, he has to read something to read first, so he can't. No, it's yesterday's. There's no tomorrows in Ottawa. It's always yesterday's. There's never tomorrows. Always yesterday's. That's what's confusing everybody. In commerce, no, it's an outhouse. Outhouse. No. Third readings, first reading, no. It's an outhouse. They can't know. Legislature, outhouse. They're there to do zero balance. They got no money. They take for the no numbers. No. Can't speak. No numbers. Figure that one out. Money, religion, and politics. Zero balance. Okay. Need some names. So number one, leave that blank. Okay. Number one. Right. Number one, George Washington. Right. Number one, we don't know who that. We don't know who number one. Peter was given a name. It wasn't his name. It was a gift. Given a name. Right. So, money, religion, and politics. Okay. So we got this. So number two, Enoch. The Bible says. I'm not arguing about it. Enoch. Number three, Noah. Yeah. Number three, yeah, he was righteous. He made it. Okay, number four. Okay, Moses come forth. He tripped, became fifth, right? He didn't make it to the promised land. That's what it said. Okay, so we got George Washington. Number 16. Okay, that was what? Lincoln. Yeah, right. Yeah, he freed the slaves. Yeah, he took the chains off slaves, gave them 5 acres of land that didn't belong to him, and mule would produce. Yeah, you're free. Slavery is a voluntary institution. No doubt on that one. So they can't quote anything past 1938. So just go up there to the big bankruptcy in 1930s. Okay, that was Roosevelt. That was the 32nd, I believe. Yeah, 32nd. Yeah, that's an important number when you figure this one out. Washington. These numbers are really important. The 33rd, that was Harry. Give him hell, Harry. Yeah, he wrote the buck stops here. The buck stops there. Yeah. Declared a national emergency. Dropped a couple bombs. National emergency. Then you go along, and then we had that was who came out? Eisenhower. Yeah. Don't trust the military. Yeah, he knew about that, about the military. Yeah. And then you had the dynamic duo, Kennedy. Yeah, he didn't quite get it straight, unfortunately, did he? And tried to tell everybody the truth, something about secret societies. They didn't like that. Then Lyndon Johnson, he wasn't going to. No, if elected, he wouldn't run. If nominated, no, he wasn't going back. No. Then Richard Nixon, he wasn't a crook. No, he hired plumbers. Had a reason. Nothing just happens in Washington. He hired plumbers. Yeah, and then Ford pardoned Nixon, and then you elect a peanut farmer, and then you got a B actor. Read my lips. Yeah, read. No, he wasn't speaking. He was reading. You read my lips. No, you can't read. No, you can't read. Can't speak. Can't write. No, there's a problem here. Okay. It's like, depends on what your definition is read. And then, everybody remembers George? Oh, yeah, George, yeah. In the classroom full of children, didn't have anything to say about that. Yes, we can elect any 35-year-old dummy to be president of the United States as long as they can read a teleprompter. They're overqualified for the job. Okay, so we got that one right. So you get there. And we need zeros. 0. So, we got the serpent. Adam. Yeah, that's actually in Middle English. That's how you write serpent. There's significant S. some significance in the English language. They changed the spelling of the English. When they made the Declaration of Independence, yeah, they did. Yeah. So, John Hancock. That's what it's about. See, when you're when you're zero, well, the White House is an outhouse. You come down from the residency into a toilet bowl. It's an Oval Office. That's all you do. Nothing else. Nothing else. It's Declaration of Independence. It's how it works. No. See, they got the Constitution, Equal Protection Constitution of the United States. Yeah. We, the people in this room, in order to form the Constitution, First Amendment. Oh, okay. Check with the judge. What did the judge have to say? Oh, there's something. What? Freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Yeah. What? No, they wrote to read. Yeah. Change the spelling. Yeah. They did that too. Yeah. What? No. Bill. What? The banker said. What? Put it in. We dedicate our lives and our fortune. Slavery is a voluntary institution. Back to what happened. So again, money, religion, and politics. Just to go back and sum up some more of the. We got the names. The Pope. We're talking about court here, so the Pope doesn't have to go to leave court to go to the library. Only the Pope can read, so he takes a name and number. Just adds it to the list. So now we got money. That's Washington. That's presidents. The John Hancock with the $0. That's all you need. John Hancock. Politics. That's in the Vatican. V. We'll get to V's. We'll go back and we'll review the ABCs again. Religion. Don't insult intelligence by reading out loud. Read religion. You don't have to speak religion. Check the speakers. Don't speak an argument. We don't speak a sermon. Okay, what to do about these things? Okay, that's an interesting question. First thing to do is stop doing what's been get you into trouble. So we'll talk about the ABCs again. In review. A's are important. So get a dictionary, look up man, master, person. Need to know the person. You have first person, second person, third person. So I'm speaking in the first person. I can write in the first person, and I can read all in the first person. Now, second person, no, that's you're in the mirror, you go into the mirror, and all that. So us and them. Can't write, speak, can't read. It's like going into court. You take your mirror with you, and you accept your guilt in silence. Okay, so you've got a problem. I know your ABCs. Read. Read to counsel. Read. Where are you getting your information? Read. Q. Quotes. Looking for your quotes back. Slave. Speak. Testify. Testicles. Testimony. Testator. The mind of the testator must be free, void of fear, fraud, or flattery. Oh, this is no will. Then we have understanding. Now, people have been putting understanding notices and then intent claim of right. Now you're right. You just didn't finish what you started. And there's the criminal code. Now you need to know the whole criminal code and to do something about that at another date. You need to go. There's some forms to be filled in. It's an undertaking. Yeah, it's a real undertaking to get a proper guilty plea in. You need 3 signatures. As soon as you plead guilty, there's a listen to what you say and I write it down. You before you is the V's. The judge is a real live vampire. The full year. Full year. We're speaking. Right? Voice speaking. Yeah. They get it raining, and the Xbox is back. Somebody asked me what happened at court 38 years ago. Person can't read what showed them writing.